In today's video, I'm going to show you how to write Google Ads copy that gets real clicks and sales using high-level strategies, psychology, proven ad copywriting methods, and the power of ChatGPT. I've generated over $150 million in revenue from Google Ads for my clients, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to write ad copy that actually converts clicks into sales. Stay tuned, as I'm going to teach you why headlines matter 10 times more than descriptions, how to write ads that appear super relevant, the importance of call to actions, and what settings to avoid. I'm also going to give you real ad copy examples to show you the difference between features and benefits and explain the psychology behind it so that you can immediately apply it in your benefit-driven ads. Later on, I will show you how to use ChatGPT to apply these strategies and methods with a ready-to-use prompt so you can start writing your winning ad copy in a matter of seconds. Now, before we dive into the nitty-gritty of actually writing our ad copy, let's first talk some high-level strategies to keep in mind as we're writing that ad copy. First, understand that headlines are the most important part of your ad. They drive about 90% of the performance, while descriptions tend to drive at most 10%. People usually decide whether to click or not just by reading the headlines alone. Your headlines are just 30 characters long, so you really need to make the most out of them. Another thing to note about your headlines is don't pin your headlines. It may feel like you're gaining greater control, but in our tests, it always lowered the click-through rate. Let Google rotate the headlines for you with no pinning, and you'll almost always see a higher click-through rate. Make sure not to use dynamic keyword insertion in your ads, because unless your ad groups are set up in a very strict and organized way, dynamic keyword insertion can make your ads show up in strange ways that actually hurt your performance. It's much better to just add your keywords manually into your copy if you need to. That way you keep control and your ad will always read the way you want it to. Make sure you have plenty of variety in your headlines and descriptions. Mix up those headlines and descriptions. Don't just repeat the same keyword again and again. What we see sometimes is people just spam their keyword like 10 times in the ad copy. Not good. You want to have a few keyword-based headlines, yes, but also vary it up and include some of the other types of ad copy that I'm going to cover with you today. Alright, so those were some high-level tips to keep in mind, but now let's move on to the key elements your ad copy needs to include and how to apply them. These are the building blocks that turn a good ad into a great one. Use the following types of copy when building out your headlines and descriptions for Google, and remember again, headlines are the most important, so make sure to focus on those the most. You should mirror back the searcher's intent by including the keywords that they searched for in your ad copy. This helps your ad appear more relevant and match buyers' intent so that they feel they're in the right place. It also has a positive impact on quality score, specifically the ad relevance part of quality score. So it's literally this simple. Whatever is the main keyword you're targeting, include that in your ad copy, especially some of your headlines. For example, if someone's searching for best running shoes for men, the headline could be "Shop men's running shoes." Notice the call to action in the previous example, shop men's running shoes. A call to action in your ad copy gets someone reading the ad to take action. In this case, to click and shop for men's running shoes in your store. When you write your Google Ads copy, always include some strong call to actions. Don't leave them guessing, show them exactly what you want them to do. A good option is to use a verb such as buy, get, check, learn, look, order, purchase, request, take, watch. You get the idea. It gives clear direction on what you want them to do, and of course, you can also use other action words that fit into the brand and message that you have. Here are a few call to actions to give you a bit of inspiration. Shop now and save. Get free delivery today. Claim your 20% off. Try risk-free today. Join 10,000 plus happy customers. Grab the deal before it's gone. Learn more. Limited offer. Act fast. Now let's talk about how we present the product in our ad copy. Should we focus on features, benefits, or a mix of both? Features are what the product or service actually is. They highlight the physical, practical, or tangible aspects of the product or service. Like in this description, for example, sneakers made with breathable mesh, cushioned sole, and eco-friendly materials. Now, on the other hand, benefits are what the product or service actually does, and the positive outcome someone gets from it. So like in this description as an example, stay cool, feel light, and run all day without tired feet. Now here's a mini formula you can use to combine features and benefits. Feature, so that, benefit. So what this means is you first mention a feature of the product, then add "so that," and finish with the benefit for the customer. For example, built with extra cushioning, so that you can run longer without sore feet. Extra cushioning was the feature, running longer without sore feet was the benefit. Now that line was just an example and on its own was too long to be a headline. However, we can take from that some benefits and have headlines such as "comfortable for longer runs" and "no more sore feet." Now, based on my experience running successful Google ad campaigns, the psychology behind the choice is something like this. People don't really buy the features, they buy the solutions. That is the satisfaction they expect to feel after using the product. For example, when someone buys running sneakers, they're not excited about the cushioned sole or the breathable mesh. They're buying the feeling of running longer without pain, having more energy, feeling motivated to train, and enjoying the confidence of looking fit and strong. What many advertisers do wrong is they try to include every single feature and benefit in one ad. For example, eco-friendly sneakers with breathable mesh, extra cushioning, premium materials, stylish design, lightweight build, and free worldwide shipping. That actually works against you. It dilutes your message and makes it less clear and ultimately weaker. My recommendation is this: focus on one laser-focused message that sparks emotion, shows the solution, not the problem, and highlights the benefit the customer will actually enjoy. Now, keep it simple, keep it emotional, and focus on the one benefit at a time that matters most to your customer. For example, Aero Step running shoes. Run all day, no more tired feet, feel stronger, fitter, and faster every time you lace up. Shop now and save. Next up, your brand name should appear in some of your headlines and descriptions. This builds recognition, reinforces trust, and makes your ads look more credible compared to generic ads without a name. Another smart move is to combine your brand with other ad elements. For example, you can pair it with a keyword like Aero Step running sneakers, or combine it with a call to action, shop Aero Step today. This way your brand name is connected to the exact keywords people are searching for and backed up with a clear call to action. You're showing relevance, telling people exactly what to do, and making sure your brand sticks in their mind. And when people see your name paired with the keywords they typed in and a strong call to action again and again, they remember it and start to trust it and eventually choose you over someone else. One of the easiest ways to boost your ad copy is by adding time and a little bit of FOMO. Here's what I mean. People trust what's recent. If you say over 5,000 pairs sold last month, that's powerful. It's not just saying your product is good, it's proving it's in demand right now. And then what you can do is layer in urgency. Shoppers don't just need a reason to buy, they need a reason to buy today. Lines like "sale ends Sunday," or "pre-orders close tonight," or "20% off this week only" give people that final nudge to click before they miss their chance. Here's a simple formula that you can steal. Recent proof plus urgency line equals high converting copy. Let me give you a few real examples across a few different niches. So in fashion, you might say 3,200 dresses sold in July. Order by Sunday, get free shipping. Supplements, 2,500 bottles shipped last week. Stock up now, this month's batch is almost gone. Tech, over 1,000 pre-orders already placed. Secure yours before the early bird discount ends this week. You see the pattern? Recent proof builds trust, urgency creates action, and together they make your ads impossible to ignore. Another key element to include is social proof. People trust other people more than they trust brands. If you can show that others have already bought and loved your product, it makes your ad a heck of a lot stronger. This could be customer counts, reviews, ratings, endorsements, or even awards. For example, Aero Step men's running shoes, 1,000 marathon titles in 2025. Or something like these, rated by 1,200 plus shoppers, or trusted by 10,000 plus runners, or as featured in Forbes. These signals tell your potential customer that they're not the first. Many others have already trusted you, and that lowers the risk in their mind. You always see reviews and testimonials on websites, but we rarely see them in ads. And that's a big missed opportunity because adding social proof directly into your ad copy instantly makes it more trustworthy and convincing. Next up, make sure to highlight your offers and promotions if you are running any. People naturally pay attention when they see a deal, and even a small discount or bonus can make your ad really stand out. Discounts, free shipping, bundle deals, or seasonal sales are all strong hooks that can increase clicks and conversions. For example, running sneakers 20% off this weekend only. Or how about 30% off today only? Or shop sneakers, save 20%. Or buy one, get one free. Or free 2-day shipping. Or exclusive online offer now. People love getting a deal, and when you put that offer front and center in your ad, you're giving them an extra reason to click now instead of later. Finally, whenever you can, you want to include credibility markers. These are the elements that prove your product and business are safe, reliable, and trustworthy. These can be guarantees, certifications, compliance, or safety signals. For example, 30-day money-back guarantee. That reassures the customer that they've got nothing to lose. GMP certified or FDA approved. That can build trust in product quality and safety. Now, these details might feel small, but they carry big weight because they remove doubts in the buyer's mind. They reassure your customer that not only is your product attractive, it's also backed by trust and credibility. All right, next up, I'm going to show you how to put all of this together with a ChatGPT prompt that you can steal. But first, if you're looking for expert help managing your Google Ads campaign, then check out my agency over at bigflare.com. We're a small team of Google Ads pros, where every account manager on my team has more than 10 years experience each. I don't hire newbies at Big Flare. When you work with us, you're only working with industry veterans who truly understand Google Ads and business in general. We have a fully done for you Google Ads service. If you are looking to hire someone to just make all of your Google Ads headaches just go away, then click the link in the description below this video. You'll go to a page where you can book a call with me directly. We'll hop on a Zoom and see if we're a good fit for each other. And if that's you, I hope to see you on a Zoom really soon. And for everyone else, let's get back to the meat and potatoes. Now, you might be wondering, how do you actually put all this stuff together? And maybe you're asking yourself, can I use ChatGPT or does Google dislike that? So here's the deal. Google doesn't care if you use AI to write your ads. What matters is the quality. Google's main goal is to give users the best possible result. That means it rewards ad copy and content in general that is both high quality and relevant. So where does AI fit in? AI can't replace your personal insights about your product or your market. But what it can do is give you a professional draft in seconds if you know how to guide it. Think of ChatGPT like a writing assistant. It will follow the instructions you give it, but it will need you to use your own head in selecting the best options and editing the copy once it comes out. And here's where most people go wrong. They just type something vague like, write me an ad for product X. And of course, they get bland generic text, and that's not what we want at all. If you give ChatGPT the right instructions, you can generate ads that look and feel like they came from an expert copywriter. So this is the difference between wasting time editing weak drafts and getting a strong foundation you can use right away. So let me show you how to do this properly. Here is a prompt framework for ChatGPT, or whatever AI you prefer to use, that you can use that ties together all the concepts we've talked about today. All right, you can see I've got a role setup bit here. There's a task section where you'll need to customize, and we've got some deliverables over here. We've given it rules to follow, then dictated tone and style too. Now don't worry, no need to pause or screen cap this. I've given you a copy of this exact prompt in the description below this video. Now, when using this prompt, you will need to customize the bits at the top. It's a little bit of work, but trust me, it's worth it if you want to get the best possible ideas back from ChatGPT or your AI of choice. Going back to my fictional Aerostep brand example, here's how the top part of the prompt will look when it's properly filled in. So you can see I've filled in my brand, my URL, I've talked about my product and target audience, benefits are right there, USPs, everything's there basically. I've gone in and filled out everything fully. Now, once you have customized your product details into the prompt, run the prompt and you'll get back way more headlines and descriptions than you actually need. And that's by design. Not all of them will be good or usable. Your job will now be to select the best headlines and descriptions for your Google Ads and make sure to edit as needed in case the AI got anything wrong or worded it weirdly. Congratulations, ChatGPT just became your personal ad copywriting assistant. You'll get headlines packed with benefits, strong call to actions, and emotional appeal, and all you need to do is feed in those initial details about your offering. Instead of wasting hours staring at a blank page, you can now instantly generate dozens of high-quality options and then pick the winners. And remember, AI is not here to replace you. You're still in control of the message. ChatGPT just helps you write it faster and with a bit more variety. Now, if you like this video, then check out this video up here where I dive into my exact weekly Google Ads checklist. In it, I cover all the most vital checks to run each week, plus I give away an actual copy of my checklist that you can steal and use in your business today. I hope you guys like it, and I'll see you on the next one.